welcome back to the Constitutionals Podcast. I'm your host, Chad White. If you didn't know, this is the premier podcast for the website cpluscomedy.com. Like I just said, it's a website. Go there. Welcome back in. Here we are. We've got a special thing for you. Not the record company. Not the comedy album record company, producing company. A shout out to them. They were way ahead of their time, and they're still doing the Lord's work. True or false? During this interview, I did say that very same phrase to the comedian I spoke to. True. I only know that because I just finished editing and watching it. The interview. That's what I do. I'm hands-on. It's all hands-on here at C Plus Comedy. Everybody's chipping in. The dog, the cat, the ghosts that I'm sure live here in my apartment. And the tiger painting, I forgot. That's a big part of this, apparently. And the snacks. Can't forget the snacks. Okay. Listen. We went from a special things record all the way to snacks. To the things that chip in. I spoke to a very funny comedian. His name is Matt Koff. You can find him writing for The Daily Show. He's been there for about 13 years. He also does stand-up. Now he's got a new special out. It's called Catman. It's you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. It's a special I watched the entire special. How often do I do that? In these latter years of C Plus Comedy and these interviews I do. Not very. Now this is his second special, and it's available on the streaming service Veeps as of today. Technically, it came out yesterday, but I release these interviews on Wednesdays. The set is performed at the Comedy Cellar. He talks about divorce, being middle-aged, and being a cat dad. It's called Catman. In my head, I'm calling it Cat Dad. So I have to continue to look at the name of the special. That's a very true statement. I have to continue to look at the name of the special and it goes Catman. He also has an Emmy from The Daily Show, which is very neat. How many Emmy winners have I spoken to? So many, baby. There's you can see I believe Jon Stewart makes an appearance as well. Some other Daily Show folks were involved. David Paul Meyer, Assad Bokhari, Becca Gianlanella, and George Countess. The guy who looks like Pedro Pascal. And he won that contest, I believe. Matt is based in Brooklyn. He's been in this industry that we call show, this business that we call show for the past 23 years. According to this, he is a 7-time Emmy nominee who won for his work back there in 2015, back there in The Daily Show. He also received 8 WGA Award nominations for his contributions to the show as well. His debut album, Who's My Little Guy, is can be found wherever you find comedy albums. Again, Catman can be found on Veeps. What was it called? Is it Veeps? Yeah, Veeps. Correct. It's too close to the name of the show, Veep. Matt and I had an excellent time. We joked around. He called me funny. That's all I appreciate more about anything. Or more than anything, I love it when my interview subjects say, hey, you're funny too. I go, score. Don't you dare think. Do not dare think that when he said that, after he said that, I walked around the rest of the day going, comedy writer thinks I'm funny. If you would like to stay up to date on what Matt Koff is doing, check out his Substack, Matt Koff, koff.substack.com. He also has a website, mattkoff.net. Let's see. You can find Catman. I'm sorry, I was reading something that he posted on Substack. You can find Catman on Veeps right now. The streaming service Veeps. What else? What else? What else? It's for you can subscribe to Veeps. This is how you get it. Subscribe to Veeps for $20, so you can get access to everything on the streaming platform, other comedy things, or you can just buy the special outright. Again, it's a very funny special. So find that on Veeps, mattkoff.net. Who's my little guy? All that stuff. Okay. If you want to see a video version of this interview, go to youtube.com/C plus comedy, where you can see a video versions of most of the interviews I've done. If you want to see the rest of the interviews I've done, go to cpluscomedy.com, where you can find the archive of the other podcasts, Late Night Lately, the Late Night Show, and LinkedIn Laws, the Jobs and Business podcasts. Subscribe to those shows wherever you get your podcasts. YouTube, find us on social media at youtube.com/C plus comedy. TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at C plus comedy. Me at Chad Black White. Thank you so much for listening. Now, here's Matt Koff.
Hi, how are you? Oh, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's my fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been doing this forever, and yet I always forget to turn on the audio thing.
Me too. That mute, it's a killer.
It is. It is. How's your day going so far?
Good, thank you. Great to be on your podcast. It's going well. I'm busy writing jokes about atrocities uh
Yeah.
for the Daily Show. And so that's always, but today they let me work from home, so that's nice.
Hey, you know what? There's a silver lining in every single world event.
Yeah. Yeah, it's heavy stuff. Heavy stuff, folks. Heavy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
But at least you're putting out this wonderful new hour that I was able to watch the entirety of. That does not happen often, and I enjoyed
Really?
every single second of it. Yeah,
Oh my God, thank you.
yeah,
That's so great. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, thanks. I'm very proud of it. It's my first actual full-length special, and it's love letter to my cat, as I'm sure you
yeah.
gleaned, and I played a little music in it. Tried to make it, as good as you know, I love Zach Galifianakis's Live from the Purple Onion.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I want to try to make something this good. Yeah, but thank you. Thanks for watching. You must watch a ton of comedy specials.
I typically I give them a couple of minutes, depending on length and depending on how well I know the person and or know their work rather. And for some of them, it's just sometimes you can just sit down and just watch it all the way through because it's enjoyable. And then other times, I can only listen to a few tracks and then go, oh, I think I get the gist of it. Not that it's good
Right.
or bad or whatever, but then you just go, all right, now it's just time to do the interview. And then if I want to return to it later, then I can.
Right, totally. Yeah. I think what I try to do with my special is kind of divide it up into different parts.
Hmm.
So it's not just like a guy talking for like I think I'm funny, but to listen to me just like tell jokes, in the same way for like 40, 50 minutes, like that's who wants to hear anybody talk that long? Pick up a guitar for Lord's sake, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was funny when you picked up the guitar and then the lighting changed, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is
Yeah.
we're in a different version of the special."
Yes, yes. We have dissolves. We really pulled out all the
Yeah,
spots. I just like it when things are, broken up. I love an intermission, get more popcorn or whatever. But yeah, I just love when things. That's what I love about Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's like kind of barely a movie. It really is just like a series of sketches.
Yeah.
I think they do have an intermission in that, like a cheesy organ intermission. But yeah, it's just like you never really know where it's going to go next. Um, yeah. Um,
I know, let's see, Grindhouse is another thing that comes to mind because it's two movies put together, the
right.
Tarantino movie and Robert Rodriguez, and then there's like trailers for Thanksgiving and Machete and Hobo with the
Exactly.
Shotgun.
Yeah,
And
I love
then
it.
what like it I saw what's the last oh shit. What was it called? The Hateful Eight. The Hateful Eight. I saw that in theaters with my stepdad, and there was a intermission in the middle of that one too.
Oh, right, there was. Yeah, Tarantino loves just like all that ceremony, just the trailers, the intermission, just like
Mhm.
the whole movie theater experience. Obviously, it's all, 70 millimeter. He has to get like actual film in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's we get it. You love the movies, right?
Exactly.
I'm allowed to shit talk Quentin Tarantino, right? He did it to Paul Dano.
Yeah, yeah.
Dano?
And he that was
Um,
a he was punching down on that one. Like and that one came out of
yeah.
nowhere. It's not like he even is a fan of Paul Dano. He's just like this guy ruined that movie. And you're like, "What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That movie was Oscar nominated."
Oh, right. Yeah. I know. That's not fair. The movie's not ruined.
Now, is that
Uh,
the famed cat from Catman?
that's an ear of my cat. As the interview progresses, you will see more and more of my cat.
Okay.
No,
Perfect.
she's sleeping. I probably don't want to wake her, but yeah, that is the cat. That is the black cat that I mentioned in my special. Um, yeah, and yeah, I'm starstruck just being near her, honestly.
What's her name?
Her name is Ardsley.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody pointed out that I don't actually mention her name in the special, and they
You do
wanted to
not.
know why. And you didn't notice that, right? Like,
Now that you mention it, I'm thinking no, because it was just like so many jokes about owning a cat and your cat's personality that it just kind of went right by me.
yeah, I know, and it didn't necessarily go out of my way to not mention my cat's name, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of a interesting choice. Like how, in Cheers, you never see Norm's wife,
Yeah.
you
Vera.
know,
Yeah.
Vera, right? You never see Vera, and I love that. There's like a little air of mystery around Vera.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but yeah, this is the cat. She's I'm scared of her. She's a wild animal.
How old is she?
She's like 13
Oh,
now.
wow. Damn.
Yeah, she's getting up there for a cat. She's in great shape though. She's
That's
she's
good.
probably has more muscle per inch on her body than I do. You know what I mean? Like she could be, yeah, in the military. I'm convinced.
Fighting for
Mm.
for the sake of this nation.
I hope they don't draft our pets.
How do you think she would like handle going out to the front lines of Iran?
Uh, I guess if there was tuna there, she would do it. But otherwise, for what? Hummus? I don't think so.
No,
She doesn't
no,
care about avocado. Yes, surprisingly, she loves like avocado. But
really.
no, she's an indoor cat. She couldn't hack it over there in the Holy Land. Are you kidding? She's a soft Brooklyn entitled cat.
I get it. I just got a baby kitten in August to replace a cat that passed away last year,
Oh,
and
I'm sorry,
she
and
I,
congratulations.
thank you. I appreciate it on both accounts. But she is, as you said about your cat, a wild animal. She's insane.
Yeah.
And I have a dog, and they're best friends, but it is very clear that she is trying to assert dominance over the both of us.
Mm,
And
yes.
and we're just letting her.
Right, exactly. I mean, who wants to fight that battle in their own home? Sometimes I'll come back from the shower and go to my bed and
Mhm.
there's just my cat like in my spot. Could be anywhere. on the bed, but it's exactly where I sleep. And
Uh-huh.
she's just like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do?" And she's like, "I'm like, right, what am I gonna do? Try to
Yeah.
pick her up and then get bitten and have to go to the emergency room
Yeah.
where I would get my own bed, but she'd probably be on that bed too, knowing her.
I
Oh
we
boy.
we've spent the last 2 nights, and like, again, I've had her since August, and so she knows she has the entire room, house to herself,
Hmm.
apartment to herself, but she's been biting my toes at night at 3 a.m. And it has been like I've been waking up and like kicking her because
Oh
she's
man.
like it's so crazy, and she thinks it's playtime, but I'm like, dude, you
Right.
have to calm down, Luna.
I've heard I've never had a kitten. My cat was I think like over one, so she was not quite a kitten when I got her. I've
Mhm.
never had just like a kitten, but I hear that's like a lot of work and
Yeah.
then you have to like bring it to the vet a lot or something for shots. It's like
Yeah,
having a baby,
it
right?
is. It is
Except more painful, I hear.
way more painful.
Um,
Well, babies do bite, I assume, as much. I don't know. I've never seen one in real life, but one can only
I've heard
assume.
that babies bite. Yeah. Um, that's my band name also. Uh, well, that's cool. Congratulations. So how much time passed between one cat and the other?
So the other one, she was 6 when she passed away, in like April, in like
Oh,
a,
I'm
a, a
sorry.
month and a couple of days, yeah. And so I told the woman that actually rescued my dog, and she said that her neighbor was having a litter in May, and I went, cool, thumbs up.
Hmm.
And then
Great.
like May came around, she sent me pictures, and I said, wonderful. I don't know if I want a cat. And then July, she said the babies will be your kitten will be ready in a couple of weeks. And I said, awesome. Maybe, maybe not. And then August like 6th, she was like, come get a cat. And I went, okay. And I just went to go get a cat. And
Wow.
yeah, and I was introduced to I think 4 of them, and the one that I was going to pick out looked just like the last cat, Nova, and but she was smaller than the others, and she would not interact with the others, nor would she interact with me. And I said,
Hmm.
I'm going to go and choose this one that's really adventurous and who is starting fights, who is a tuxedo. And then I
Yeah, they're
brought her home.
crazy.
Yeah, they are insane. And she did not like my dog I was just looking at her pictures for like from August 7th all the way until August 13th. She would hiss at him. She wouldn't interact with him. And then August 13th, it was like a switch. And suddenly she became his little sister.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
That must be satisfying to see them together, getting along, right?
Yeah.
Harmony in the place. Yeah, that's so cool. Um, So wait, so you watched the special. You are a cat man. Was there
Mhm.
anything that resonated for you where you're like, I recognize that thing?
The thing you said about bringing over somebody you're dating and then the cat will bite you, it was kind of like a throwaway joke.
Uh-huh.
That's such a very true thing. My ex,
Right.
this kitten, she is a very bitey young lady, little girl, and she
Yeah.
will like if you're petting her head, she thinks you're playing, will flip over and immediately start going after the finger, and I'm fine with it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
my ex was just like not a fan, and she would always just like pull her hand back, and I'm like, well, this is what happens because she's a baby and she doesn't
Yeah.
know any better.
Right. Exactly. I mean, to expect that any animal would necessarily know better. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, cats bite.
Yeah.
It's people are scared of no, I mean I feel like dogs have a reputation for being friendlier and my cat is friendly most of the time. Really, she really is. She's quite sweet. But like, yeah, if you rub her a little too long or pet her in the same place and she gets annoyed,
Yeah.
the way she chooses to communicate is through biting. Because she's annoyed. And
Right.
I'm like, maybe I'm not biting enough people. I don't know. She might be, who's to say? Her life is great. She just sleeps and eats. So I think she probably knows more than I do about how to live life. Look at this. I mean, look, she's just on my desk in a floating little bed. How comfortable is that?
She's
Who
adorable.
wouldn't want that? Thank you. Who wouldn't want that life?
Yeah. Meanwhile, my cat, I have in my there's a my closet in my bedroom. There's just shelves, and on the highest shelf is where I keep like socks and underwear and like these boxes. She started clinging onto clothes on the hanger and then climbing up to that highest shelf. So then I can't find her, and then I'll go and
Right.
get like a sock or something, and then she pokes her little head out. That's like 10 feet off the ground, and I'm like, "What are you doing up there? That's it.
Yeah.
Get down."
What's the plan here? They don't
Just
think
hanging out.
about that. Yeah. They always land on their feet, but they don't always think ahead, which is why they always get stuck in a tree and Superman has to come and rescue them. And he's got better things to do.
He's got to
Um,
protect the world from Lex Luthor.
I know exactly. The cats don't care. They
No.
just climb. They don't care. Um, yeah, man, I can't imagine. I feel like my cat and I are aging together. I used to be very active and energetic, and so did
Mhm.
she. And now we're just both slow on the couch. And neither of us, yeah. I'll like wake up at 3 a.m. still on the couch, and you know, I'm like, we're a mess. But yeah, you and your cat seem like you're in very active, youthful parts of your life.
For
Uh,
now.
yeah, for now.
We'll see what happens.
Yes. Um,
Now, do you think that the your slowdown comes from having to write, jokes about the regime we live in every single day?
oh, definitely. Yeah, I looked at myself, an old photo of when I started at the Daily Show, which is like 13 years ago now, and I look so much younger. I look like, first term Obama, and it's weird. I looked exactly like Obama when he
Yeah.
entered office.
It's just smooth
Um,
skin, virile, ready to go.
amazing. Michelle Obama on my arm. I was
Yeah.
the spitting image. But no, I look so much older now than I did when I started at the Daily Show. And I'm just like, so I've been there like 13 years, and just like 10 of those years is just like writing only about Donald Trump. And
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
that'll do it to you. He's not looking so hot either, but yeah, he's
No.
brought me with him in his uh train to Bustedville.
At least your hands probably look better. You don't have to put makeup on them.
No, not yet. I don't have to. I do it because I like it.
Yes, that's an important distinction.
Um, um, in stand up, you have to just you're holding the mic. People see that hand.
Yeah.
I only put makeup on the hand that holds the mic.
And that's it. You have to keep the other one in your pocket.
Exactly. I'm like, I hope people just don't look at this disgusting unmakeuped hand, you
Yeah.
know.
You're Alanis
Uh,
Morissette it. You're just
yeah, I forgot what the question was.
well, you're also with the hand thing. You went around and you high fived everybody in your
Hmm.
during your set, so you had to make sure that your hand wasn't seen then. But it's just
Exactly.
like you're aged you aged so poorly, not poorly, but you aged because of all the jokes you had to write for about Donald Trump. When people think that comedy writing was easy has gotten easier because you're able to write about some jerk off in the office in the White House. But I remember when he right before he was elected the first time, I went on a date with a girl and she was like, I can't wait for if Trump gets elected, then we get to hear jokes from Stephen Colbert all the time about Trump. And I was just like, no, I don't want that shit at all. Like it's so tiring because like even, yesterday's Daily Show, you have to watch it and just like see John's response to
Yeah.
what's happening or see Kimmel or Seth or anyone else's responses to what's happened on Saturday morning or Friday night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who's like, oh, that's a good trade-off. How did you go on another date with this woman or
No, no, I was just thinking about this
oh,
too.
okay.
It was a 5 p.m. date. at a bar that literally had just opened at 5 p.m. And we were the only people there. We sat upstairs. It was
Mm,
here in Atlanta, and we had one or two drinks, and that was it. And also, she kissed with her teeth, and that was enough for me.
okay. Yes, I understand. I like to think that all Trump supporters kiss with their teeth. Like, especially the bottom teeth. I think they
Right.
lead with the bottom teeth. Wow, that's crazy. I can't imagine anybody, or at least where we're at now. It's like it's fine if you support Trump, but you support him because he's giving a lot of material to late night comedians. If there's anybody who is voting for Trump for that reason, so Colbert has something to talk about, I'm like, please stop it. We're in a war.
Yeah.
He'll think
Right.
of material. He has a staff of very talented writers.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't need fascism just to riff. Oh my God.
Comedy
That's
can come
that's a
from
really
everywhere.
yeah, comedy can come from everywhere. They could I want to hear about Stephen Colbert's dog, you
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
Why not? Does he have one? Probably. Uh yeah, I don't know. That's such a weird thing that people actually say that. It's
Hmm.
like think of all the jokes. Yeah, I mean people say it to me and I'm just like yeah, I don't need Donald Trump to be he's very much like an impediment to thinking of something fresh and funny and new
Yeah.
because it's the same guy. How many like jokes do you hear about the same guy
Right.
over and over again? And especially if that guy happens to be like destroying the world. Like
Exactly.
who's I mean, I guess people are like, I need to laugh about this. I mean, I guess that's why I still have a
Sure.
job. But
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever, do we all need to laugh? Why can't we just suffer in silence?
Right.
Um,
Exactly. Like I
all
don't
right,
I
or activism, but whatever.
I see. I don't even like. I for people like you in your position, I just don't understand how you can keep coming up with stuff that's new. Obviously, because he keeps coming up with stuff that's new, but or repeating himself. But it's
Hmm.
I have another show where I write a monologue. It's called Late Night Lately, and I just recap everything that happened late night. But anyway, I write a monologue, and even doing the eight or so jokes for that 2 minute monologue. It's tiring and it's difficult to come up with something funny because it's not none of this is funny.
How often do you do the monologue? Or like,
I
yeah.
do it with every episode. So every time if there's 5 late night shows on during the week, then I'll, do a recap or whatever, or talk about a news story or whatever. And so whenever, if anyone goes dark then I go
Hmm.
dark. So it's
I see.
wonderful. So
Oh,
I
so you're
do.
doing like multiple monologues a week.
No, just one
Just one.
monologue
Oh,
at
okay.
the end. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's not just like writing a speech or something. It's just like you have to find a good setup and you have to find a good punchline.
Hmm.
And some things like I think the real trick of the Daily Show is that they managed to find like the funny parts of an unfunny story.
Hmm.
Like somebody on Fox News says something dumb, that's a reliable thing. You can find like the stupid funny parts.
Yeah,
Um, but sometimes, like if the story is dark enough, it's like uh there really are no funny parts.
yeah, yeah,
Like shootings and things like that, where you're just like, I don't know. Yeah, it's very difficult. But yeah, with Trump, I mean, I will say, Trump is interesting because he feels like he actually tries to give us material in a certain way. Like
yeah,
there's just like the first term was like, a certain bunch of crazy characters. There's Kellyanne Conway, Sean
yeah,
Spicer, and you notice that most of those people just haven't come back. Like it's a new season. Like,
yeah.
um, yeah, there's a book by, I'm not saying this name right, James Panazawick about how Trump is like first and foremost like a broadcaster. And you could think of like January 6th as like the grand finale of his first term. And so Lord knows what the finale of this term is going to be like. I think
Right.
about that. I'm like, he really has to go on a big finish, and yeah. So who the fuck knows? God damn it.
Yeah, World War III is probably going to be that finale.
I mean, yeah. I thought it would, at least I thought we'd get the whole 4 years before the finale came, but maybe it's fine. We could just, this could be a short season,
Well, yeah,
shorter, what, yeah,
it's on a streaming network, so they give us 13 episodes instead of or 10.
exactly. Right. Yes. America is a limited run series, right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it does feel like he's just always trying to like put on a show. It's like, he does a lot of crazy stuff,
Yeah,
but like he does it very consistently.
yeah,
And one thing I noticed is that he struck Iran on a Saturday, and I feel like most of the time, like they do their crazy shit Monday through Friday. It's a Monday through Friday schedule. You know,
yeah.
Monday's here, let's do something that'll make everyone mad. Um, and then they take the weekend off and he golfs. So I was like, oh, Saturday morning, Trump, what is this? Oh, it's a war. Um, but yeah, uh, crazy times.
Yeah, it's insane that we wake up every morning and then you see a New York Times notification on your phone and you're like,
Yeah.
please don't let this be anything serious.
Oh my God. When is it not serious now?
Right? Like something just popped up before we got on and it's just I
Oh
can't
no,
even.
really? Fuck. Let me see what it is. Are you serious?
It's
That's the thing.
probably.
It's like it's always bad, but is it like worse than what we've already had? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You never want to see something where it's heightening like a war with Iran.
President rejects suggestions that Israel force his hand to attack. Just now.
Oh yeah, Israel. Yeah, I heard that. Um,
But this must be something that, you know, you in particular are someone who has to deal with this. I don't know what you write at the Daily Show, but just in or what for Kimmel last week and for Colbert, they both went live after the State of the Union, and Kimmel
mhm.
just had to go live even while the State of the Union was still going because Trump was still talking. So like
Right.
I can't imagine that if something happens, if you tape at, 4 or 5 and something happens at 2:45, then you gotta go, well, we have to add that to the whole
Oh
discussion.
yeah, that happens. Yeah, that happened a lot last time around and it happens now where Trump says something right as we're about to, lock the script and we're like, okay, we're staying late today. But luckily we have a very fast, very competent writing staff
Right.
and funny hosts and producers. So, you know, we nip it in the bud and yeah, he's the content president, definitely.
The content president.
Yeah, just, throwing throwing more at us than we can actually respond to, it seems.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and you're like, was this distraction from that? Like, was the war a distraction from the Epstein files? And
Right.
I'm like, is starting a war worse than being a pedophile? I don't know.
No, to weigh the two.
Uh, yeah, exactly. I haven't looked into it, but I will. I'll write something for the Atlantic about war criminal versus pedophile.
That's too
Yeah,
funny for them. I think that needs to go to The Onion.
The Onion, not
Mhm.
Mad Magazine. I feel like that's then The Onion. Um, yeah. Do they still do Doonesbury, that comic? That was like
Oh,
the comic I never read because it was political. And I was like,
yeah.
this is boring. I want to read Garfield and Ziggy.
They have to still do that comic, right?
Doonesbury? I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm
Who's
like, is he MAGA now?
do you remember do you remember Opus? What was that about the
Oh
penguin
yeah,
that
Balloon
walked
Country.
around?
Yeah, I love Opus. Yeah,
Yeah.
Opus is great.
That
Um, People don't talk. People are so busy talking about Trump, they don't talk about Opus.
yeah. Opus was so smart for a newspaper comic, just walking around just
Yeah,
making a young me laugh.
I know, and making a young me laugh. Um, yeah, I haven't opened an actual newspaper in so long. It's crazy. What happens to these comics? Are they online? Where's the newest Garfield?
I think Garfield is online. I do think that there are like newspaper comic websites, but I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Garfield is still going because that is such a lucrative IP. How could you
Oh my
let that
God,
go?
yeah. No. I mean, I don't even know if Jim Davis is still alive. I feel like he is, but yeah, don't let Garfield forever, you
Yeah.
know? Um
That's the name of the new multiverse movie, Garfield Forever. It's just all Garfield and Friends and like the other shows coming in together
Oh,
to save
nice.
Garfield.
Yes, U.S. Acres, everyone. John Nermal
Normal, the best cat.
fl flies back from Abu Dhabi uh just to be in the Garfield verse again. That's exciting. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. This hasn't even occurred to me until now. I'm like, what happened to comic strips? That thing that was always there in my early life. What is it? But yeah, I'll just follow. I'm sure Garfield's on the gram, right?
He's fine. Yeah, probably. I used to collect I used to collect comic strips from the newspaper. And I specifically remember I had the first of like Opus and then the last time it was printed. So between that entire time I probably had like 95% of those comics for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh wow. And did you
Yeah.
get like the compilations? Or were you like, oh no, I already have those. I compiled them myself.
Well, no, I was
Sorry, Garfield takes the cake.
There was no, I didn't have any compilations of like any of those. I also had like in those comics, because at least here in Atlanta, for the AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, there was like Blondie, Baby
Oh right.
Blues, and Little Circus. I think that's what it was.
Family
Family
Circus.
Circus. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the Far Side? I love the Far Side. That was very weird.
I could never understand it because I all I wanted was just like straight up jokes in my face.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I love Far Side. I guess I love that it was weird. I love being confused.
Yeah.
Um yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, so you were just like give me the jokes. Don't give me any bullshit.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And that's how I like I took comedy. You know, I just wanted to watch and to enjoy something that was just so funny. That's how I found Comedy Central way too young, just watching a bunch of
Oh
Comedy
yeah.
Central presents. And I remember my first special on HBO at least had to be like the Ellen DeGeneres special, like the one
Oh
where she came
nice.
out. Yeah.
So do you like any comics that are kind of weird? Like do you like Andy Kaufman or something or do you
I've
find like oh,
I've never seen Andy Kaufman anything.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Well, I recommend him, you know. There's a special I recommend, I'm from Hollywood, which is about him becoming the world's champion female wrestler. He only wrestles women. It's
That's
called
funny.
I'm from Hollywood. It's great. I recommend it. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting that you bring up the thing about like you didn't want any weird stuff last because I love um like weird comedy,
Mhm.
but I find that, you know, a lot of venues like the Comedy Cellar, people don't want any kind of weird stuff.
No.
They're just like, what's funny? Tell me what's funny
Yeah.
about Trump and Elon Musk. And don't give me any of your fucking bullshit about how you love your cat, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Anytime I ask seller audiences, by the way, like round of applause if you think that men with cats are weird, I always get a huge round of applause.
Really? That's the big break. Wow.
Yeah, and then in Brooklyn, I'm lucky if I get one person saying, "Do you think men with cats are weird?" Like I'll get like one person applauding, and then everyone will look at them and give them a dirty look.
Nice. Nice. Brooklyn's where it's
Um,
at.
yes, the cat men reign supreme here in Brooklyn, which is where I live. Because I feel accepted as a cat person.
The way
Yeah,
you're
if you live
sitting
in,
right now, it looks like the whatever's behind you, it looks like cat
Mhm.
ears on your
I was hoping you would notice
uh
because I noticed a little while ago, and I was like, should I move? Because it's weird, but then I'm like, this is totally on brand.
Yeah.
It's the cat man. No, it's a shelf. This, I swear
Sure.
to God, this was not planned. Yeah, I don't know, but it works. And now this is how I'm going to position myself for all subsequent podcasts. Um, yeah, this way I don't have to buy like cat ears, you know.
And I know that they're sitting in your shopping cart right now on Amazon, ready to
They
go.
are. My finger is right above the
Discovery.
purchase. But yeah, yeah, I'm sure I have a pair somewhere. Who knows? I'm such a freak.
That makes sense. That yes, that definitely fits. Well, Matt, this has been enjoyable. This is what a wonderful conversation. You're a very funny guy, and
Oh,
uh,
thanks.
I
Likewise.
I'm excited for. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate. I'm excited for people to see Catman because it's so evergreen and it's hilarious. And I hope people just check it out because
Oh, thanks.
there's there's so many different types of comedy and there are so many different comedians that not everybody has to watch the people that are on Netflix, or the people that are putting out crowd work on TikTok. This
Mhm.
is like true pure stand up and I love it.
Oh, thanks. Oh,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. That's definitely what I was trying for, just a solid block of comedy. So I appreciate you saying that. And thanks for having me on. This is so fun, Pat.
Yeah, yeah. I hope to see you again and keep doing keep doing the Lord's work over there at
Oh,
the Daily
yeah.
Show.
Likewise. I appreciate it. Definitely.
Yeah. All right. All right, Matt. You have a good rest of your day.
Thanks. You too.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye.